I on? Can you hear me?
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
You're on mute, honey. You're on mute. Unmute yourself.
I hit the wrong button. Now I just logged out.
I'm BJ Flagg.
And I'm Rich G, and this is episode 243, Present a Professional Image for Webcam Meetings.
There is a lot of talk about when it comes to presenting yourself virtually.
Projecting a professional image in your virtual meetings is an important and often overlooked factor to consider.
You need to look your best. And if you don't, your competition is going to swoop in.
So with a little forethought and preparation, you can make a great first impression on your prospects and clients.
I can't tell you how many people talk to us about their experiences and presentations. You know, we've all been 2 years into Zoom and it's not going away. It isn't going away. But what needs to go away is the level of unprofessionalism we're seeing out there.
Massive unprofessionalism, especially in networking groups that I'm in, when I do workshops, when I just meet with prospects. The image they present is so unprofessional. It's like wearing, a ripped shirt and jean shorts and sneakers to an interview. You have to put on your best, and we're not telling you to spend thousands of dollars.
All these solutions we're talking about are not going to break the bank.
Absolutely.
But it'll just bring you to a level that you can then continue to grow from. It's really, really needed. So take us into action one.
Okay, action one is get the best webcam or camera setup you can afford. Okay, most people use the small webcam camera on their laptops. I'll be honest, they suck. That's not good enough. You need to present a clear, sharp image with maximum definition so people can really see you. But you got to remember, you're not there. You're via camera. So you have to make it look as good as possible. You can't be out of focus. Whenever I do a workshop or webinar, people ask what kind of camera I use. Right. And I actually have a Canon EOS Rebel T6i with a nifty 50 lens. And if you just Google nifty 50, you'll find what it is. But it's a professional lens. I talked to a few photographers and they said, this is the best setup. And it professionally defines my image and shows my background with a nice out of focus background that looks good.
Definitely. And you know what? And you might want to spend the few extra dollars to develop a great webcam camera setup. It is so worth it. And your prospects and your clients will see the difference immediately. When I'm doing all of my podcasts, I'm looking at Richard and he has such a great background. Everything's all curated. It's just the thought has been put into it. And I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. At the beginning of the year, a corporate company hired me for a series of monthly webinars all year. And the selling point, they even told me, they go, Rich, when you popped on Zoom, your image was so sharp and professional. And they told me that. They said, that's what sold us. And by the way, I'm no George Clooney, but honestly, that's what sold them. They said, you look so professional.
And I think the part that, you have to say is I stepped it up a notch and I will continue to do so. There's just so much growth in this industry and we're going to see a lot of other innovative ideas. Action number 2, sound is key. Buy a good microphone. Back when we did the podcast in person, we used a Yeti Blue. It was a great mic. You could record multiple people. Rich and I would, use this with such great success. There was a lot of great control. You could balance between the two people, the gain, everything. It really was a fantastic microphone.
Yeah, I actually I have a Yeti Blue, but I have my eye on the Shure MV7. This is more of a directional mic that was inspired by the legendary Shure SM7B. But the MV7 is a dynamic microphone with both USB and XLR outputs for use with computers. If you connect by USB, there are additional setup features and auto level mode to control your vocal tone, distance from the microphone. There's so much that you can do. You're just going to spend more time in front of a camera. So why not have your sound incredible?
Right. You might want to take the step up and get a smart mic. A lavalier is so great when you need it to be, it can be right next to you. So if if you're farther away, you need that option to be able to have the sound right near you. So a lavalier is great. The Sabentech smart microphone is Bluetooth, and it is at a great price point, and it is really great for on-the-go recording for sure.
And testing levels are key. We find prior to each show, we need to check the gain levels and the tone levels to get just the right sound. This time is worth it if you have not done that in editing.
Yeah, definitely. You have to kind of save yourself from as much editing as possible. So action 3.
Well, action 3 is use software like Ecamm, which is for a Mac, or OBS for Windows to hone your webcam image.
Yeah.
Most people just log into Zoom or Microsoft Teams or Google Meet and let the system presets take them away. To look your best and present a professional image, you need additional software to launch overlays, sound effects, camera effects, and linkages to external destinations like YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter.
I have to say, Rich, every time I get on, you guys, every time he's got a sombrero on, another thing. He uses these to the limit, absolutely to the limit, to get me laughing. I think when you think about Ecamm and OBS, they're great programs to help you eke out the maximum efficiencies from your current webcam and current microphone setup. They're so great.
Yeah, whenever I use them on a call or presentation, attendees are always asking, what kind of software are you using? Or you look so advanced over everybody else on the call, and you just pop out. It's like wearing, a tailored suit. People notice.
Right.
And your webcam, microphone, and software are your tailor suit nowadays.
Exactly. At least from the waist up. So that part's good. Action number 4, make sure that you have a professional background. This is a great branding opportunity, you guys. If you set up with Ecamm, you can have a myriad of options to make your branding stand out. This is not the time to use a cheesy Golden Gate bridge graphic. Take the time to brand your background and make it neutral so that the audience is paying attention to you and not your vacation picture.
Absolutely. Consider your whole team when creating the branding. Don't be that boss who looks all great and your team have different backgrounds. Provide branded backgrounds for the whole team for a unified approach. This is a great and easy way to show solidarity and consistency in branding. I have my logo in the left-hand corner, and I have our podcast logo in the right-hand corner. And I sometimes bring in quotes and sayings on the bottom. You could do so much, but your background needs to frame you. Almost look at it in thirds. It's wonderful.
Definitely. And you know what? It's okay to have a couple of options. This way, you can show a new product, a new service, create a step and repeat behind you, something subtle, but something that is really effective. So lots of good options out there.
Well, our resource this week is a free book that you could get on Amazon. It's called How to Sound and Look Good on Zoom and Podcasts, Tips and Audio Video Recommendations for Consultants and Experts by Alistair McDermott.
If you're a consultant or other professional and you're using your webcam for client meetings and recording YouTube training, you really need to read this book. It's a good one.
Yeah, How to Sound and Look Good on Zoom and Podcast does exactly what it says. It provides you with useful tips and tricks to make you sound and look better.
I think they should definitely get it. I think some people are, a little nervous about what to do and stuff like that. And this is a good how-to guide. Absolutely. Hey, I've got a fantastic premium sponsor today, which we appreciate his continued support. Are you not connecting with prospects and your clients during webcam sessions? Talk to Rich so that he can help you make it easy and, most of all, effective. Since it's getting warmer out and the trees are exploding, Rich has offering a complimentary spring coaching chat to our podcast listeners. Connect with Rich at richg.com, and there is a calendar link on his homepage to make scheduling easier.
And we've got another premium sponsor, BJ Flagg. Time to sharpen up your branding and messaging to provide your best foot forward in your presentations. From professional backgrounds, on-point branding, to sales materials and the best websites, New Renew is the innovative team for you. Reach out to BJ at New Renew Brand Marketing at NURENU.com.
Thanks to our producer and Prince of Podcasts, Richard Scalzo, who always delivers his A game, bringing you the best small business podcast every Tuesday.
Have an unbelievable week and catch you later.